Hello YouTube. Yesterday I was shopping in Walmart and I happened to go by sporting goods, of course, and was looking at the knives. I was in a Walmart in a different town than I live in, and they had a much nicer selection of sporting goods equipment. And I saw this knife behind the counter. This is a Walmart lockback folding knife, and this is the what they called a 7-inch folding knife, and really it looks a lot just like a traditional US folding knife. I'm sure it's modeled on that, like the Buck or the case styles. This one is called the Stag 8599M, 8599M, and it's 7 inches overall length with a 3-inch blade. Well, let's take it out and we'll take a look at it. So it's quite light. It comes with this little blade protector, little plastic blade protector. Looks like some kind of yellow metal bolster up front here, but my guess would be it's probably pot metal. I don't think it's real brass. I haven't put a magnet to it. It looks pretty nice. Fake Stag handles. Feels pretty good in the hand. Should be able to do a little bit of carving with this. We'll see. No blade looseness, side to side play. Lockup's good and tight. I couldn't tell you what the weight is. I don't know, but it's, like I said, it's quite light. So let's compare it here. Here's a Buck 110. Just lay them down here side by side. I'm going to pick the camera up. So here we have the Buck 110. They lay them out straight here. Okay, so we can see that the Buck 110 is probably a good inch longer as far as overall length. If we line up the leading edges of the bolsters, we see that the blade is probably a ½ an inch less in length, and the handle back here about a ½ an inch less in length. And then if we lay down the Schrade Cave Bear, we'll just flank it down here. Interestingly, the Cave Bear's blade is maybe a smidgen shorter than the case, perhaps. Well, might be about the same. Overall length about the same. So this little Walmart lockback falls kind of in between here. It almost might be more closer in size to the Buck Ranger, which is a shorter blade, and a lot of people really like it. And foolishly, I had one back in the 80s and 90s, and I gave it to a guy. It had the Zytel handles and a little Velcro closure sheath, and it was very nice and took a good edge. It was the Zytel plastic handled Ranger, and I think they were pretty new then, and I really regret giving that away. But anyway, so there's a nice side-by-side comparison. Buck 110 at the top, of course, US made, US quality. Bottom, Schrade Cave Bear. This is not a USA Schrade, this is a Chinese made for Schrade. And then in the center, of course, a Chinese made Ozark Trails lockback. So like I said, it locks up tight. Let's set it down here so I can set the camera down. One thing, now this is a new Cave Bear, and it locks up tightly opened, but when it's closed, you get a little bit of blade wobble there. Same with the buck. The buck's only a couple of years old and it hasn't seen that much use. Let's see if we get that play with this. Yes, we get a little bit of play. So they lock up nice and tight, but when they're opened, but closed, you do get a little bit of end play at the tip of the blade. So just a little side-by-side comparison there, and I think I'll take it out and experiment with it in the field today. Maybe do some carving with it just to see how it does. Could it baton through a piece of hardened dried willow? We could do a quick little test here. Okay. Okay, we're going through it okay. Get that. Still tight. Lockup's still good. Might be a good starter for a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout or a youth that you're teaching outdoors. Of course, you know, best thing is a nice high quality knife like a buck 110. If I had to rank these, of course, first quality is the classic buck 110 traditional, and then the next highest quality, this cave bear, this Schrade cave bear, falls in about the $20 mark. I want to say these are, the buck is in the $50 range when you get them on sale and like that. Now this is just not even close. Scales are held on with some Torx screws, and this is a $5.94. They used to be $4.87 at Wally Mart, but I'm guessing the cost of things going up, it's moved up to $5.94. So, like I said, could be okay for a budget, tight outdoors person that's starting out, doesn't have a lot of money. Be a good learn on and then save for quality. I want to make clear, I'm not in any way comparing or saying that this is anywhere near the same quality or a replacement for these. It's not. It's not, okay? So this is just a budget knife that maybe you could use to teach a youth or a beginning outdoors person some skills, and if they lose it, no big deal. And they can save up for a nice quality knife. I get a lot of people that watch these videos, and I don't know if they don't listen or they don't read the comments, but they circle back and they're just vicious, and I have to screen out a lot of the comments that are just because they don't understand, and I can't make it abundantly clear enough. I'm not saying that these are anywhere near the quality of these. They're not. It's a budget knife, and understand that, please. So anyway, we'll take it out and I'll shoot a part 2 and we'll carve with it. And as usual, thanks for dropping by, and I welcome your constructive comments. I always enjoy hearing your thoughts and like that, but please keep it reasonable, okay? I have been getting some real nasty, abusive comments that I've been screening off the videos. I've had to put all kinds of filters in place to screen out the profanity. I don't know what to say. You know, I know these are tough times and people are not happy, but man, even I'm getting tired of the abusive, nasty comments. If you don't like the channel, don't come here. Go somewhere else. Find something that makes you happy. You know, I talk about budget blades. I talk about quality blades, you know, but I'm just putting the information out there. So anyway, thanks for dropping by, and we'll see what happens with a little field testing. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.